The Wire, episode 5 in season 5. Took me a minute, but I got it out. um, Quite the interesting episode. So we have, well, it's not seeds being planted, but we're watching I guess what can be considered the growth process after the seeds are planted. So this politician fellow, he's basically being set up to take the fall for everybody involved in this corruption and bad goings on and horrible dealings surrounding the political theater in this city, right? Well, a small portion of it. I wouldn't say everything. But he's making reassurances. Okay. Um, I can't. I wanted to save it for the end, but I'm going to touch on this Omar. Uh, so we've got him. They're doing what they've. So they're sticking to tried and true, right? They're sitting on this house. They're not going. They're not going for the head of the body first. They're going for one of the smaller limbs, thinking that's a way to prove a point and to obtain an easy kill. I believe. I wasn't really paying attention to what they were saying. That's my fault. It's my fault. But by them doing that, it's predictable. And this Marlowe fellow, they painted this character as being very wise beyond his age, to say the least. And he puts all his best people inside this apartment as an ambush. Omar. He winds up by himself, but he's with another character who winds up getting killed off. I can't say that it's a realistic gunfight. I can tell you that it's exciting because I've never been in a gunfight, but it's definitely exciting. I know that for sure. One, I like the little things. If anybody knows, if you watched any of my videos before, you know I love the little details. So in the midst of this gunfight, he has a malfunction and he has to clear it. You don't see that all the time in movies or TV. I guess the unrealistic thing is how the guy, his running buddy that he was with, how he wind up getting killed. I mean, there was a hell of bullets coming their way, and he winds up catching one to the head, but it's in the center. It's like, I don't. Look, I'm not a crime scene expert. I'm not going to sit here and talk about ballistics and trajectory of the bullet and all that crap. But for that entry wound to be directly in the center, I think is the only unbelievable part. But I think it's done in order to emphasize the fact that he gone. Ain't no coming back for that character. Right? Simple enough, I think. Let's see. What else happens in this episode? Oh yeah, Omar winds up. Well, they leave us on a bit of a cliffhanger because they don't show that he's dead or alive, but they don't show that he's. Yeah, they don't show either or, so you don't know what the outcome of Omar's character is at this point. I feel like McNutty. I feel like he's inside a bubble right now, and it's liable to pop at any moment. That's what I think about this character. I mean, he's willing and dealing, paper shuffling and lying and begging and borrowing and all types of mischievous things he's up to in order to achieve his goal of catching this Marlowe. And I don't know, man. It's looking like it might not make it. I mean, it's looking like he might. You know what I mean? Oh, my dog sees something. She's alerted to something. She's definitely gonna start barking any second. Well, maybe I can keep talking till she starts barking. So, yeah, I feel like his bubbles. It's a possibility that bubble's gonna pop at any minute. You know what I mean? He's living fast and loose, to say the least. Bunk is trying to, throughout this whole process, trying to urge him to stop doing this because there's no good that's going to come of this. He's telling him, hey, man, you need to knock it off. You're going to mess yourself up in a big way. And to take it a step further, they get serious on us. Now, they're running around with a lot of excitement or anticipation at my part because I'm excited to see this shootout or to see the outcome of Omar's anger. but they break out this deep, uh, deep and I was about to say deep and thoughtful. No, it's a deep and worrisome conversation between McNulty, his ex-wife, and his current girl. They're all like, "Hey, uh, the candle's almost out. You're burning pretty bright right now. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to pull back on your reins in order to stay in this relationship, but you're gonna cause another car accident." And he's not really trying to hear it. And I guess Bunks, because his current girl, McNulty's current girl, went and talked to Bunk, and Bunk's telling him, "I don't know what to tell you." He's like, "Hey, what can I say?" When he gets into a case, he's all in and he starts drinking and blah blah blah. So I guess it's a snowball effect. McNulty was doing good, but it wouldn't be. He had to come back to his old self to close out the series. I think it's only right because I feel like so many people fell in love with that character for his actions in the first few seasons, and then you turn around and make him a nice guy for a couple of seasons, which in effect leaves him with less episodes. That's probably something else behind the scenes that we're not privy to. But now he's back almost in every episode. It's gonna be really interesting to see how this plays out. Of course, that's the only thing I can say for every upload. I'm interested to see what happens next. This show has gripped me for the last 4 seasons, and now being on the 5th and final season, I've actually come to a point where in the beginning of it, I was upset because I didn't like the direction that the season may be going, because I expected something else, but it's turned out to be quite good. And now I'm at a point where I'm not sad to see it end, but now I'm ready to see how they end it, because they're going so strong. I mean, there's so much quality action. There's so much. There's a lot of closure happening inside this season. There has to be, because it's the end of the run. But it's such a great. It's such a great show. Such a great show. So, if you like me talking about TV shows, Chernobyl, Mandalorian, which I don't like, Breaking Bad, Americans, Futurama, go check those videos out and subscribe. It's real easy to subscribe. All you gotta do is press the button. You're good to go. I'm good to go. And you're always going to be notified of my beautiful face. All right. Signing off. What should I say at the end of these videos? Goodbye till next time. Now I'm just going to do this.